Are you working towards something that feels hard to achieve? Sometimes this can be a business that you're trying to build and you're trying to grow to bring you a certain level of income. Sometimes this could be a job that you're trying to get. Sometimes you already have a job and you're really trying to do really well in it so that you can either get promoted, get recognized, get appreciated. And sometimes when you're trying to do something that feels like it's out of your comfort zone, maybe you're trying to achieve something that is more than what you've ever achieved before, it can feel really difficult, like a puzzle that you're not quite sure how to solve. And the question that I have for you is, whilst you're on this journey, is have you been bitten by a snake? Now you might be thinking, a snake? Where is this coming from? I was listening to a sermon by Joel Osteen, and I love listening to so many different thought leaders, whether they are spiritual, whether they're not spiritual. And he talked about the concept of a snake bite that I really wanted to share with you in just a few minutes because it gave me such interesting food for thought. And the idea is that often when we think about a snake bite, particularly a venomous snake, can be quite scary because you wonder, are you gonna die? Is it gonna be lethal? Are you gonna lose a limb? There's so many stories of people that have been bitten by snakes who have died. And the question is have you been bitten by a snake in other areas of your life? Not literally, but figuratively. So an example of this could be venom or poison, or in other words, toxic things that have really consuming your body. And over time, the more it consumes your body, the less capable you are, the less able you are to fulfill and really exceed your own expectations. So for example, if you have a lot of doubt, if you have a lot of fear, if you have a lot of guilt, regret, shame, any of those emotions where when you are actually going towards something, it's like, stop. There's like kind of like a brake that just like stops. Either you hit the brakes, or it feels like something is hitting the brakes and you really can't go forward because you have all this doubt, like, oh, it's not gonna work. Oh, no one's gonna invest in me. Oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, it's because there's racism. Oh, it's because I don't have the education. Oh, it's because I don't have the money. Oh, it's because this is hard. Oh, it's because I failed. Oh, it's because I don't know. I'm just coming up with some random things. But the point is that you may have some random thoughts going on in your mind every single time you try and achieve something. And the thing is that sometimes, yes, real snake bites can kill people. And in a similar way, these thoughts, these guilt, these thoughts that we have about what we can and can't do, and these feelings and emotions that we have that stop us from really stepping out of our comfort zone can also kill our dreams, or really kill our souls, and from the perspective of us not really moving forward in our life and fulfilling our destiny. But the question is it the venom? Is it the thoughts that kill us? Or is it the lack of an antidote? Well, if you know a little bit about cancer or really any diseases, is that often it's not necessarily the disease itself that is lethal. It's the lack of a cure. It's the lack of an antidote. It's the lack of cancer treatment, or the lack of illness is the absence of wellness. It's the lack of something that can help your body heal, because by nature, our bodies are designed to heal, and sometimes we need a little bit of assistance in order for us to heal. And without that assistance, that's when decay happens. So what I want you to think about is, what in your life is consuming you to the point of slowing you down or stopping you? What in your life is consuming you to the point that it's slowing you down or stopping you from taking big actions forward in your business, in your job, in your career, and in your life? And when you really think about that, I invite you to explore what would be the cure for this thing. Is it giving up? Is it telling myself that I shouldn't do this? Is it playing small? Is it staying exactly where I am? Or is it finding a cure? Now, for me personally, whenever I've really struggled, so for example, when I created this business, it was quite challenging. Anyone that started a business knows how challenging the first few months, the first few years. In fact, within 5 years, 80% of businesses fail. And when I say that statistic out loud, I feel like, oh my God, because I've only really been doing this business for about three, almost 4 years. So, but then again, I have to pause and think, well, what's the cure for that? The cure for that is to notice my thoughts and notice ways that I am taking the poison. So poison is essentially any thoughts, any beliefs, any people, any things, anything, literally anything that makes you doubt yourself or that makes it difficult for you to solve the problems you need to solve in order to achieve whatever thing that you want to achieve in your business and in your life. And then when you are essentially going out in the wilderness and you have this dream and you're walking paths and trails that haven't been walked before, because maybe you're doing something that other people in your family haven't done. Maybe you're going for a goal that other people in your social circle haven't done. Maybe you're doing something that other people have not done. And so as you go out into the wilderness, it's no surprise that when you're out in the wilderness that you may come across a snake or two, you may come across a snake bite or two. And it's to not be afraid of that, although I'm sure a lot of people are afraid of snakes, but it's to not be afraid of something that you can heal from so long as you know the cure and you have the cure. So if you have anti-venom, you're actually able to stop the venom from spreading further into your body, or if with cancer treatment, you're able to stop the cancer from spreading further across your body, and you're actually able to get it removed or to get it stopped to the point that it doesn't create any more damage. From that point, your body is able to heal, you're able to get on and move forward in your life. So what I invite you to think about is, where in your life have you been bitten? What things have happened in your life that have made you feel like you've been bitten, that maybe it's harder, that maybe it's more difficult? And I invite you to explore what the cure for that is. Sometimes this cure can be simply noticing your thoughts and noticing when you are talking ill about yourself, ill about your skills, ill about your potential. If it's a trauma that you've experienced, maybe think about ways you can heal that trauma, heartbreak, experiences, childhood. That's kind of my thought for this week. So if you notice a problem, try and see if there's a cure for the poison that's making it difficult for you to progress and move forward in your life. Anyways, so that's it from this week's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new videos every single week. I would love to know, what's one thing that you feel bitten by? So I'll start by sharing that one thing I have always felt bitten by is shame. I've always felt shame around putting myself out there, around being seen, around being on YouTube. Even when people ask, are you on YouTube? I feel shame by actually saying, yes, I am. I feel embarrassed. If only you could see how red I feel inside. I feel so embarrassed. And so the cure for that is really, for me, is really thinking about, okay, so why do I feel shame around putting myself out there online? What's up with that? What am I afraid of? And really exploring that and realizing, oh, that's interesting. Isn't that interesting? Where do those thoughts come from? Oh, my childhood. Isn't that interesting? How come at, my age, I'm still holding on to something that I processed when I was 6 years old? That's fascinating. And looking at it from a place of that and being able to choose differently, and with that level of self-awareness, being able to make different choices, knowing what I now know about myself. Anyways, that's it from this week's video. I can't wait to see what your bites have created. Leave a comment in the box below. All right, bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for new videos, and click the bell button in order to get notified whenever I post new videos. There are so many more videos you can watch right now, so click on the video on the left or the right or the left or the right. I can't wait to see you next week.